Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you guys the Pixapro softboxes, and here I've got two Pixapros. Right now what works for me is one big light and two smaller lights, where for a long time I was using three big softboxes with three Pixapros. Right now, because of the size of the room, it works better for me to have only one big one and two smaller ones as backlights without softboxes. So over here is the biggest one that I've had. It's the 150 Octadome, which is huge and amazing, and I love it. And then here is a generic one, which is about 20 pounds, a really cheap one. I've shown this before. I've done an article about this, a video about this. It's very nice for the price. The only thing is it's limited to about 120 centimeters in size. And then it's also got a bit of a hotspot in the center, which is not a huge issue, but there is a difference between having a hotspot and not having a hotspot. With the Pixapros, you are getting a more diffuse light. And for me, that instantly makes them worth every single penny. And I mean, they're not super expensive. There's much more expensive ones than these. But I mean, that's a nice budget option. So hopefully you guys can see that difference there between the 120 and the 150. And in some of my previous videos, you would have seen a 120 Octadome, so just a slightly smaller version of that. Now, I really like all of them. They all have a really nice, even light. There's no hotspot in the center, which is awesome. That's what I want to get from a softbox. These are the only big lighting modifiers I've had so far that don't have any hotspot. They're just completely even all across there, which I love. I absolutely love them for that. And all three of them have grids. I don't actually use the grid with that. And when I used these, I mostly didn't use the grids either. The grid's going to be really useful if you don't want light spilling, but that will cause the light to be less soft because the light on your subject is going to appear to the subject as coming from a slightly smaller area. As you can see, we're having a brighter light there, and here, coming from this angle, we're getting slightly less light. So it's meaning that it's still going to be a soft light, but not as soft as not having the grid, which can be detached via Velcro. So that's why, for me, I just wanted, maximum softness from them. So if you're wondering which one to get and you're not completely sure, don't bother thinking about it too much. It's the 150 Easy-Open that you want. It's incredible. By far the best lighting modifier that I've ever used. And the differences between them are, they're all going to give you a nice light. That one's obviously going to be the softest light because it's the largest. Even though, as you can see, I've sort of been throwing these around a little bit. I've not been very careful with them, which I do on purpose, just so I can actually test how tough things are. But they have held up to all the abuse. So that's fantastic. I love that. But this one is a little more sort of soft and squishy because it only has 4 poles. And then that one has 8, so that's going to be sort of quite a bit more solid and a little bit more weight, but it's still fine. I mean, it's something I can, easily lift with one hand. And this one's going to be the lightest because it has no Bowen's connection. The light actually has to sit inside there. Here's how I close these and open these. I open the Velcro flaps on the sides, and then I use one hand to press that, and the other hand to press that button. So it's a 2-action thing. So one hand presses and then release. So it's press, press, and then release. And then that can do that. But like I said, it takes strong hands. And then that is good to go. And then to open, first of all, grab hold of that. And then as you press that inwards towards you, give it a bit of a wiggle to make these things sort of open up, like that. And then it's just a matter of pressing it in. Pixapro have their own method of doing it, which you can watch in their video, but that's the way I do it. It's quicker, but just takes a bit more muscle power. So that's how I like it. And then you want to make sure that that is locked. This is a little thing that allows this thing to spin or not. So, and there we go. So thanks for watching, guys. If you found this useful, then you can support this channel by getting yours through the links down below from Amazon or eBay. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.